So right here, $2 per water. They enacted a new law to try to create more businesses from homes to sell their products. Let's see if the American people support their own laws, right? The purpose of these laws is to create more revenue from the government, more tax revenue, more sales revenue for the city, the county, and the state government. Let's see how, and plus you get state and federal taxes. Let's see how many Americans support their own laws. How many people is going to stop, right? Usually at this light, I don't know if y'all can see all the way down there, but there is a homeless person down there at that light. Usually at this light, there's a homeless person. Now you got a business selling a product for $2, which is nothing. How many people are going to support a business? How many people going to support their own laws? The legislators put the laws in place. How many people just going to snarl up their nose? Let me tell you what I've seen so far. What I've seen is you have businesses, landscapers, roofers, and the like, Bell's bondsmen with logos on their truck, and they seem to snob their nose at you. You're doing the same thing I'm doing. You're doing the same thing I'm doing, and I'm doing it for less. And you can't spend $2. Let's show the real America. Let's see how many people is going to support a small business, $2 and the law. Let's see how many people going to support the business. Yep. Now they trying to hide. Yeah, they trying to hide. Yeah, you go live on YouTube. How many people go support a small business? And guys, let me show you. I'm loaded up my own product, $2. Matter of fact, I'm gonna write the legislators. Y'all need to support your own laws. The legislators, you wrote the law in effect. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see the real America. How many people are going to support their own laws? Here we go, guys. We at the light. The light's green right now, so ain't nobody going to stop. But we're going to see how many people are going to support their own laws. We got laws in effect to support small businesses. Let's see how many people are going to do it. Usually there are homeless people at this corner begging for money. All you're asking for is $2 for a drink. How many people are going to support their own laws? They're not going, How many people? Now they feel embarrassed that I got the phone up. Now they feel embarrassed. But how many of them are going to reach in their pocket and pay $2 to support themselves? The purpose of this legislation, where I can stand out here, the purpose of this legislation is the government's looking to grow businesses. Yes, they're looking to grow businesses. They're looking to grow city, county, state, and federal taxes. Y'all be crying, but y'all don't even support yourselves. Y'all be crying. This is a prime example. That's why I went live on YouTube. This is why I'm going live, because they don't support themselves. And it's crazy when it's other businesses with landscape companies, what they branded on the side of their truck, and they won't support another business, and it's only $2. Y'all see that right there? $2. $2. Look at this. I'm loaded up. $2. New law in effect to support small home-based businesses. The government is trying to get small businesses to grow in a state, in a county, in a city. Do you support small businesses? Do you support yourself? The tax revenue goes to you, your county roads, your city government. It goes to you. Do you support? This is where I'm at, y'all. This is where I'm at. Let's see. How many people support small businesses? Again, they put this law in effect to try to grow small businesses from home. This is a new law. You can make up to $75,000 a year without getting health department licenses under this new law. Now, if you sell time temperature food, then you have to get a safe serve or comparable license to serve food safely. I have that license. I have that certification rather. But right here, $2. It's $2. How many people are going to support their own community for $2? Let's see. Let's see how many people going to do it. We cry all the time. I see people crying all online, crying. You could do for yourself. You could do for yourself by supporting people in your own community. But you don't do it. You don't do it. I'm all over online. People crying. People doing news stories. People talking about this and what the government's doing. And what are you doing? That's the question. What is you doing? Instead of a homeless person being on this corner this morning, I'm here. And I'm going to document how many people support themselves. Every time somebody does not purchase at a light $2, they don't support the city, they don't support the county, they don't support the state, they don't support the federal government, they don't support themselves. It's just that simple. And if y'all want to know where I'm at, I'm right here. This is where I'm at. This is where I'm at. Let's see. Y'all want to know about the real America. The real America. We put laws in effect to help ourselves, to generate more capital. Just put this law in effect. If you don't know about the Home Food Freedom Act, you should look it up. They just put this law in effect. This law is in effect to grow small-based, home-based businesses. How many American people is going to stop at this light and support themselves for $2? If you look all the way down at the other light, there's a homeless person down there. Usually there's a homeless person at this light. Today, I'm at the light. Let's see how many people are going to support. Y'all live on YouTube. So yeah, you can turn your head, hide behind your shades and your glasses, but you live on YouTube. The real America. The real America won't spend $2 for a drink. How much you spend at these other businesses? The real Americans won't spend $2 for a drink. What is the point of the government trying to create new laws to help small businesses when Americans won't help themselves? But y'all be crying all over YouTube. Y'all be crying all over Instagram. Y'all be crying on Twitter and TikTok and all the rest of that. But y'all don't help yourselves. Another light just went, y'all. How many people purchased? Nobody. They don't support the city. They don't support the county. They don't support the state. They don't support the federal government. Nope. Live on YouTube. Yes, it is live. Again, just to show y'all, new law. If you package up your own food products, you can sell under this new law without getting a health license. Yep, without getting a health license. Yes, you can. New law, in effect, is the Home Food Freedom Act. How many people are going to support businesses? How many? But we crying about what the government ain't doing. The government just put a law in effect to do something for you. I'm standing here on the new law that the government put in effect to grow businesses, to grow revenue. When you grow a business, you support a small business, you create jobs. You don't want the jobs. You don't want to support the small businesses. If you just turn your head, you just smirk, and you just worry about yourself, the real America. The real America is right here. This is the real America, y'all. Real America. It's right here. $2. Cold fluids. Cold fluids. I'll have the website up soon, guys. I'll have a website up soon. The real America. Y'all talking about, y'all worrying about personalities and what people are saying. Think about what these people are actually trying to do. They're trying to empower you, but you don't want to empower yourself. What a shame. Funny thing, I started live videoing because it's amazing to me that these businesses, landscapers, they got logo down the side of their truck. Realtors, logo down the side of their truck. Bells bombing, logos on the side of their truck, and they smirk and turn their head and look at me like I'm trash because I got a product label sign. Really? Really? What are you doing with the logo and branding on the side of your truck different than what I'm doing? What are you doing? Here we go, pest control company. You gonna buy a $2 water, pest control company? I hear that. You have a great day. So here we go. We got a new law in effect, the Home Food Freedom Act. If you don't know about the Home Food Freedom Act, look it up. If you've been looking to start a business and you wanted to do some food product out of your home, you may have something available in your area. Under the Home Food Freedom Act, you don't have to get government licensing. If you have a temperature-controlled food, though, that must stay cold, you must get a certification from a company like SafeServe or ServeSafe. If you don't have that, then you can't serve temperature-controlled food. And let me tell you, folks, most of the foods out here are under that temperature control. Unless you got something on the acidic side, like a lemonade, it's probably going to be on the time temperature control sensitive food. Again, another light. This is where I'm at. This is where I'm at. Right here. The real America. Will the real America, will they support a small business? The government creates the laws to give you revenue, the city revenue. You get tax revenue from making a purchase right here, right now. How many people are going to make the purchase? How many people are going to make a purchase right now to support their city, their county, their state, their federal government, themselves? How many people is going to make a purchase? That's why I went live, just to see if we can get the real America right here, right now on YouTube. Right here, look at this, $2 for a drink. We pay for more than that when we go into some of these places for a drink. What's going on, man? How you doing? So we live, we're showing the real America and how many people are going to make a drink for $2. Going to get a drink for $2. It's red light, again, red light. Opportunity sitting right here. How much you pay for that cup of coffee at McDonald's? Real America. No song, no dancing, the real thing, right here in front of you. Light's about to turn again. The government created a law that generates tax revenue for cities, county, state, federal government. If you support these local products, local businesses, then you create jobs in your community. You can't cry about jobs if you don't want to do nothing. All you have to do is support a small business. Right here, support a small business, $2 to support a small business. That's all you got to do. The government created a new law. It's called the Home Food Freedom Act. It allows you to operate a small business selling products out of your home. How many people in America is going to support the real America right here? You're right. They do want stuff for free. I ain't mad at you. You 100% correct. People do want stuff for free. If it was possible, if there was a strategy and a method for me to give out stuff for free, I would give out stuff for free if I could make a profit. But that ain't happening. Matter of fact, it is so difficult to sell a product. It's amazing. It's a little difficult because you can't match the prices of corporate America. They buy millions and millions and millions of containers and bottles and packaging. You're coming in as a small person. It's very hard to match that. So I understand people want stuff for free, but it is what it is. We just gonna show the real America how many people purchase from you at a light. The real America. The government put the law in effect for you to help yourself. They did their job. Didn't the legislature do their job? They took away the health department and food and forestry, or whatever it was called, food health department. They took away the authority to stop you from creating a small business out of your health, selling food products and beverages in order to support and to grow small businesses. And how many people is going to support that? How many people are going to support themselves? Here we go, guys. Here we go. Another light. We're going through another light. Right here, $2. How many people are going to support small businesses? How many people are going to continue to cry online about jobs when you have an opportunity to create a job right now? You have an opportunity. America, you have an opportunity. All you have to do is support small local businesses. As long as you keep on supporting overseas purchases, you get what you get. You get what you get. It is what it is. We had another red light, guys. How many purchases do you think I'm going to get at this red light? How many people are going to support their own laws? Their own laws. They put the laws in effect. This is where I'm at. Lake Hefner and Northwest Expressway. That's where I'm at. How many people are going to support themselves? We're talking about city taxes. We're talking about county taxes. We're talking about state taxes. We're talking about federal taxes. That's another red light. How many sales did you see me get? How many sales did you see me get? And let me show it to y'all again. Let me show it to you again. I'm loaded up. I'm ready to go. I'm ready for America. I am ready. Where we at? Where we at? How many people in America support themselves? How many people in America support themselves? Oh, we're talking about what you want somebody else to do. I hear a lot of crying about the federal government online. I hear a lot of crying. But y'all don't want to do nothing for yourself. They put the laws in place for you to take care of yourself. And you don't want to do nothing to take care of yourself. We had another red light. We had another red light. I could tell you what each group of person going to do and how each group of person going to act, how they're going to look in the car. I could tell you. How many people is going to support a small business? The law is put in effect. Right there, the law is put in effect. Y'all see my license number on there? Yeah, the law is put in effect. So, again, if y'all don't know about the Home Food Freedom Act, the Home Food Freedom Act was put in place, limit regulations on home-based businesses that produce food. That is the purpose of the. Now, this law creates revenue for the government. It creates revenue. Okay, it's tax revenue for the city, tax revenue for the county, tax revenue for the state, tax revenue for the federal government. That's the purpose of this law. But if you don't make a purchase, you don't support the law. You don't support it. You don't support your own laws. support your own laws. It's amazing. Right, that's true. There are a lot of people who want to be on social media, want to work, don't want to work. Yep, there's a lot. I just wanted to show that I think the government sometimes does what it needs to do for us. They put legislation in place for us, and we just don't want to do what we need to do. You know, I talk to a lot of people, and people look at me, and they think I'm that little crybaby, and I be telling people sometimes, and then they don't even want to talk. They don't even want to talk. I was talking to a man at Home Depot one day, and he gonna want to start telling me that Republican theory, and I told him straight up. I said, hey, what you need to be doing is teaching your grandchildren and how to make clothes, how to sew, how to create and make a product. The government must agree, because the government just put a law in place, the Home Food Freedom Act, and they're adjusting that law. Right now, you can make up to $75,000 a year under the Home Food Freedom Act, and you don't have to get no health license. Now, the only thing you may have to get, if you want one, is a license like I got, where you don't have to put your name, address, and telephone number in public. But anyway, guys, this right here, this is the real America. The real America right here. We're getting a look at the real America. We at a red light. We got our cold fluids for $2. How many people at the red light? Now, what's funny is you see that truck right there? That truck right there that just passed with the lawnmower in the back, he's starting his business. He's going out door to door. He wants customers for himself, but doesn't want to support for $2. I'm sure his lawnmower service is more than $2. Y'all see that? $2. There's a lot of traffic out here. A lot of traffic. Right? We use technology these days. We use technology. The amount of traffic out here, it tells you, you can use technology to tell you how many sales you're supposed to get. Technology will tell you. It's so gravy right now, you ain't even got to pull out a calculator. You're just talking to a system, and the system will tell you the math on how many sales you're going to get per how much traffic's out here. But they forgot about the real American people. Is the real American people supporting themselves. This new law, in which I'm able to sell my product that I've created myself, this new law, it supports city tax, it supports county tax, it supports state tax, it supports federal tax. Or you gonna support yourself, or you still gonna stay online and keep crying about what the government ain't doing for you, because the government just created a law that's in effect that you can sell food from your house without getting their license. The only thing is, if you're selling temperature sensitive food, you will need to get a Serve Safe certification, and that Serve Safe certification is to ensure that you know how to handle time-controlled sensitive food, and it teaches about being a sanitary, how to properly package things, how to properly wash things, how to properly set up a sink, so forth and so on. It tells you, actually too, it tells you about the temperature for water in the sink for cleaning things. It tells you about using sanitary chemicals. So the real America, will the real America stop at the light? Will they stop at a red light and make a purchase? The government's done their job here. The government has issued a law where people from home with food products, beverages, can sell these beverages without getting a license from the health department. Without, you know how much money you save not having to go through the process of going through the health department? Do you know how much money you save? If you ever want to try to get a food product off the ground, this may be a great time. But what we get to see here is we get to see America. How many people in America at a red light is going to spend $2? How many people in America are going to support themselves? City tax, county tax, state tax, federal tax. That's what I got to pay on that $2. That's what I got to pay on the $2. I got to pay city tax, county tax, state tax, and federal tax. You don't want to help yourself. How many people in America don't want to help themselves? And this is where I'm at, guys. This is where I'm at. The real America. Y'all want to see the real America? This is real America. Y'all see this? I'm loaded up. I'm ready to go. Got my product. It's clean. It's labeled the way it's supposed to be labeled according to the law. I'm ready to go. I am ready to go. Let's see the real America. Right here. How many cars you think gonna stop at the red light and make a purchase to support themselves? To give revenue to themselves for their own roads, to get the roads paved, to get the lettering done, the lines done, the signs. How many people, the new red lights, how many people gonna support themselves? All right, we at a red light again, guys. We at a red light again. Vehicles are stopping at the red light. Let's count the cars. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. This one coming up with the lights on, that's 10 cars. 10 cars at this light. How many of them do you think gonna make a purchase? To support themselves. Tax revenue. Y'all know what taxes is, right? Tax revenue. Support yourself. Easy to do. You say the government don't do nothing. Government just created a law to put more businesses in business. What about employment? What about insurance? What about all the things that supporting a small business supports? What about that? What about that? Do you support yourself? How many people are going to make a purchase? Now, some people gonna have an excuse. They ain't gonna make a purchase because they live on YouTube. They live on YouTube. Yep. But that's okay. Maybe my channel will get up from people not making purchases. The real America. Let's see the real America. Will the real America support themselves? Always crying about what the government could do for me. Well, the government just did something. They created a law where you can make home products, food products from your house. Make up to $75,000 a year. Now, that's going to change. That's going up. All right? That's going up, I believe, in November. But right now, it's $75,000 you can make from your house selling food if the American people will support your business. Will they support your business? I don't know. Depends on where you are. At this light, it don't look like it. It don't look like it at all. Got a potential customer? Nope. Not a potential customer. Nope. Usually homeless people standing at this corner, guys. If y'all look down there where that UPS truck is, there's a homeless guy standing right there. Instead of that, you have a business that's willing to pay taxes on $2. Willing to pay taxes on $2. Y'all know how much of that $2 I don't get? If anybody knows, put that in the comments. Do you know how much of the $2 I don't get? I created a product. I'm out here showing American people what the real America is like. How many people are going to purchase a $2 drink? It's only $2. You don't have $2? Oh, man. This is a good survey, y'all. This is a good survey. This is a good survey. I'm gonna go around to different places and we're gonna find out. This is a good survey. Because this right here got a mix of people, right? You got the lower end, the middle end, and a little bit of the higher end. It's a great mix of people here pulling up at the light. Oh, funny. Here we go, guys. That's where I'm at. I'm right here. I'm live and in person. We're going to see how many people will support themselves. This is about you supporting yourself. You get city tax off this $2 right here, right? We got another red light, y'all. Another red light. $2 at a red light. We got cars pulling up to the red light. How many cars are going to make a purchase? How many cars? Maybe y'all see some of your family members and your friends. And you can ask them why they didn't support city tax, county tax, state tax, federal tax, right here, right now. We all crying about jobs in America. We all talking about the presidency, and we got a chance to do something about jobs right now. If all these cars coming at this light will start making purchases of other brands, new brands out here, we would create jobs in America. If you would do what you need to do and stop crying because the government just gave you a law to help you create a business and create jobs here in America, and not another person at another light made a purchase. Not one person at the light made a purchase. None of them. They didn't make a purchase. None of them. The real America, right here. The real America. Y'all want to know? The video camera don't lie. The video camera don't lie. I'm right here. I'm right here. Don't lie. I'm packaged up, labeled up, ready to go. Let me show y'all again. Right there. I'm loaded up. Ready to go. Let's see. And I should show y'all. There is no way they don't know. Let me show y'all. Y'all see this shirt? Y'all see this shirt? Oh, they know. Oh, yes, they know. Right here. Another red light, y'all. It's another red light. Red light stopped. Got $2 drink. How many people are going to make a purchase at the light? Take a guess to me. Let's start making, in the comments, start telling me how many people you think going to make a purchase in order to support city tax, county tax, state tax, federal tax, and employ people in America. Y'all cry about the presidency. Y'all cry about the Congress. Y'all cry about the legislators. Well, the legislators in this state just created a law to help you create jobs, and all you have to do is make a purchase. There are over 40 cars at this light right now. Not one. I can guarantee you, not one person is going to make a purchase at this red light. Not one. Not single one. America, we are where we are because of us. That's why we are where we are. We are where we are because of us. We ain't here because of nobody else. Stop crying about the government and the government officials when they are putting what they need to put in place. They put it in place. You're the one that's not purchasing. You're the one that's not supporting local business. You're the one that keeps on wanting to purchase overseas. Didn't Donald Trump shut that down with tariffs? Y'all keep on talking about this man. The man shut it down and said, we're going to make it in America. We're going to make America great again. Y'all walking around wearing hats, got flags and all kind of stuff on your house. I don't see none of y'all supporting Make America Great Again. And then making America great again is about the creation of products and selling U.S.-made products. Well, this is a U.S.-made product that was based on a law, a Home Food Freedom Act that's in place. Let's see how many people in America that's going to support local small businesses. How many people? How many people is going to support city tax, county tax, federal tax, state tax in America. How many people is going to make a purchase so that they can help create jobs? You'll keep on talking about what the government can do. Look in the mirror. You're the government. The reason why this country is failing is because of you. Look in the mirror because you don't want to do nothing. They're putting the laws in place for you to do something, and what you're doing is riding around with your nose stuck up in the air, and then when the shit hits the fan in your neck of the woods, then you want to cry about what's going on when you had a chance to do something before. Look in the mirror. I see all y'all folks online crying, boo-hooing, telling a sad story. Yep, telling a sad little story. I don't want to hear the story no more. I don't want to hear the story. I'm doing my little test right now. I'm at a red light. I got a drink for $2. How many people is going to purchase a drink for $2 at a red light? I don't want to hear it no more. I don't want to see no more online crying, no more online stories, no more online, I love my job, I can't find a job. You can't find a job because when you had one, you didn't support small local businesses. The government goes in and they put the Home Food Freedom Act in place where you can sell a product that you make or a beverage that you make in your house so that you don't starve. Ain't that about it? And what you do? Nothing. What you support? Nothing. We at a red light again, y'all. Right here at a red light. $2. Got a drink for $2. How many people is going to support themselves? City tax, county tax, state tax, federal tax. How many people are going to support themselves? How many people is going to employ people by making a purchase? How many? But they're crying. They're crying about Donald Trump. They're crying about Donald Trump, and they got an opportunity to do something themselves. So I decided, why not do a test? Let's see how many American people really, really, really believe in making America great again. How many people? Not near, not none. Not near, not none. Just online crying and boo-hooing for no reason. Not near one. The real American people right here got an opportunity to spend $2. $2. After I pay taxes, I pay for the product and the material. I spend my time and labor to make it, to drive to the location. How much money do you think I actually make? How much money do you think I actually make? Huh? Any support? Matter of fact, it's a food guy. He ain't even buy it. That's a food truck guy. He ain't food truck, but he want people to buy from his food truck. Ain't that better? Oh, America, America, America. Oh, snap. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, it is so funny. Saying hi. What does hi got to do with it then? America, we got another red light, guys. Right here, we got products at a red light. I got comments with people saying they saying hi at the red light. Oh, shoot. America don't want to support themselves. City tax, county tax, state tax, federal tax. Talk about no jobs in America. You don't want no job. You support local businesses if you wanted a job. They don't support local businesses. I've been at this light for like 2.5 hours, y'all. For like 2.5 hours. This is where I'm at. Right here. This is where I'm at. They wear the hats. They put the flags out on the properties. They wear the t-shirts. They got the stickers on the cars. Make America great again. Yeah, sure you're right. Not with this generation. Not with this generation. Prove me wrong. Somebody prove me wrong. that we're going to improve things for the next generation. It starts at this generation. If this generation isn't willing to make things better for the next generation, how that's going to happen? How that going to happen? Oh, man. I just started 40 minutes ago. Advertising on live on YouTube. Oh, man. Here we go. We're going to get another red light. We're going to give an opportunity at another red light. Here we go. Red light. Product, $2 at another red light. How many sales y'all think we're going to get here? So we're talking about what? We're talking about city tax. We're talking about county tax. We're talking about state tax. We're talking about federal tax. That's all you get from a $2 product. After I finish paying taxes next year, how much revenue you think I'm going to make off of $2? I may not have to worry about paying any revenue on this bad boy because ain't no sales at the red light. The real America is right here. The real America. The real America. They put the tariffs in place to force you to buy American-made products, and you have American-made product right here. That's American-made product based on a new state legislator law. Based on a new law. Don't hide. Be proud to be American. Don't hide. Be proud to be American. Be proud to be American. You don't want to purchase? You don't have to purchase. Ain't nobody going to make you purchase. But we do. We do want to see what the results is. This is live results. This is what we call market research. Right here, this is market research. We tried this community today. We try another community tomorrow, but this is market research. Market research. Right here. Market research. How many people is going to make a purchase in America right here, right now? How many people? How many people support themselves, support their own roads, support their own community? People who really want jobs, not just talking and crying on the internet just for the heck of it. Now we get to see $2. $2. You paid more than that for a drink when you stop at Chili's. It's about $4 for a drink at Chili's. Most of the restaurants, but you can't pay $2. Who's really the problem, people? Who's really the problem? Make America great again. He put the tariffs in place so you support American-made business, American products. And there's American products sitting right here, y'all. American products sitting right here. It's sitting right here. It's sitting right here. Y'all say, we want jobs. We need jobs in America. Y'all too busy crying about the bad numbers instead of doing something about it. Instead of doing something about it. Too busy crying about the data instead of doing something about it. You know you got to do something about a job before you need a job, right? You know that's the traditional plan, right? The traditional plan is what? The traditional plan is that businesses squeeze and squeeze and squeeze every year. Every year, somebody is most likely going to be terminated from the job. It could be you next year, but you don't want to do nothing this year so that you have a job. You don't want to do nothing this year so you have a job. You could have a job at a facility bottling drinks. That's what you could have. It's a job. It's better than nothing. I'm right here, y'all. Lake Hefner and the expressway. I'm right here. How many sales do you think I'm going to receive at the light? This is real data. This is real market research. If you have been thinking about selling a product, if you are thinking about selling a product under the new Home Food Freedom Act, and you want to know how it's going to work out, this is real data. This is the real America right here. The real America. All right? The real America. This ain't the fake America. It's the real deal. Real deal, Holyfield. The real deal. The real deal. How you think they got those products? Somebody had to start somewhere. People shaking their head. Don't understand why somebody will sell a drink for $2. Here we go, guys. Here we go, guys. We're going to stop at this light again. Somewhere around, sometimes it's 30 to 40 cars at a light. I did the research. I know how many cars how many sales I should potentially have at a red light with the amount of vehicles stopping at the red light. I allow the technology that we have here today to give a suggested amount of sales that should happen at a red light. You think we're going to get them sales today? We're at another red light, guys. At another red light. Product, $2. Lights red. Opportunities. Not that many cars right now. There are 4 cars here. Now, right? 4 cars. The real America. What will the real American people do? They cry, make America great again. They cry they need jobs. They cry the unemployment is too high. But what do you do for yourself? Do you collect city tax, county tax, state tax, and federal tax for yourself? Do you? This is an opportunity. Do you employ people? Do you buy local? Donald Trump put the tariffs on there. He put the tariffs on so that things can be made in America. Products can be made in America. Is anybody buying American-made products? Is anybody buying American-made products? Are they? I can stand here all day and make me a YouTube channel showing what the American people will do, the real American people. Is anybody buying American-made products? Here you go. But you cry about Donald Trump, you cry about the legislature, you cry about the Republicans, you cry about the Democrats. Sometimes it takes time to look in the mirror, because maybe the problem is you. Maybe the problem is you. Maybe the problem is you. Another red light, y'all. Another red light. At the red light, got a product, $2, cold drink. American people, they cry that the government not doing nothing for them. Well, they created this new law that I'm operating under. This new law that I'm operating under. To help the American people produce products. And how many people at a red light will support themselves? I'm going to say it again. We're talking about city tax, county tax, state tax, federal tax. Right here, right now. You can support yourselves. Support your roads. Support, look, this right here need to be painted. Don't it need to be painted? Where the revenue come from? Thin air? Y'all remember, huh? Y'all cry about corporations that are not paying taxes. Well, you got somebody small that would have to pay taxes, and you don't want to support that business. You turn your head. You stare straight ahead. You laugh, you smirk, you put your glasses on, you put a hat on, all kind of things. Even waving, that ain't nothing. Waving don't help. Waving don't help. Oh, you see people crying all over the internet. Boo-hooing, boo-hooing. Here we go, the real America. What we gonna do? What is the real America going to do? Is the real America going to purchase a drink for $2? The real America. Here we go. We get to see it right now. We don't have to wink. We don't have to wink to see what America's going to do. We don't have to wink. We're here right now. We at a red light again, y'all. We at a red light. Got cars at the red light. Right now, there's 5, that's 6. There's 6 cars at this light. There's 6 cars, 6 opportunities for Americans to make purchases for themselves. You got Democrats, you got Republicans, and basically what I'm saying is, there are a lot of y'all on both sides are full of shit. That's what I'm saying. A lot of y'all on both sides are full of shit. You don't do nothing for yourselves. You just want a handout. You crying about people on welfare. You crying to people with EBT cards. Y'all with these jobs, these high-end paying jobs, seem to want a handout. How many of you gonna support local businesses? How many people are going to employ local people and create jobs? Because this is your opportunity. We get to see it right now. Right now, right here in front of you, right here. Ain't a lie, right here. Under the Home Food Freedom Act, you are allowed to sell products made inside of your home, produced inside your home, that you produce yourself and sell it. Why? Because it creates revenue and potentially jobs. But you have to do your part. You ask the government, y'all keep on saying the legislators ain't doing nothing. Well, they just created this law that does something. It needs you. The other end of it, the reason why it's not working is because you ain't doing your part. Whoever your is, you ain't doing your part. Let's see, we at another red light, y'all. We are at another red light. It's red. Opportunity, right? Opportunity in order to get a sale. Right now, we got 3 cars at a red light. 3. We got another one coming, that's 4. How many sales you gonna get at a red light? What happens at a red light with a sale? You get city tax, county tax, state tax, federal tax. You get a chance to employ people in America. You get a chance to employ people where you live. If you care about your community, you care about voting for Donald Trump, care about voting for Joe Biden, care about voting for whoever you voted for, show me. Show me. What my man say, show me the money, show me the money. Show me you care. Show me you just ain't about just a whole bunch of talk. Just talking. Y'all be all online. I've been listening to all y'all online talking. Ain't no doers, a whole bunch of talkers, because you got a chance to do. Right now, make America great. You voted for Donald Trump. He put the tariffs in place in order to make sales on USA-made products. And this is a USA-made product right here. And how many sales? You know I'm in a mostly Republican state, right? Mostly Republican. You see what the Republican result is, right? Watch the video all the way to the end, and you're going to see your Republican results. It's right here, right now. Right here, right now, you get to see the results. You get to see what the American people will do. Will the American people support one of theirs? Will the American people support themselves? Will the American people help the government get city, county, state, federal tax? Will the American people support a product? Where American people employ people. Right now, we got 5 cars, y'all. 5. 5 cars at the light. This is a red light. All right, you can turn right here. You got a product for sale, right? We got Democrats, we got Republicans, and what we know is they all full of shit. We can see that they're full of shit. They're all full of shit. This is a Republican state. You can't separate yourself from your vote. You voted for something. They gave you what you wanted, but you don't want to do anything. You're lazy, self-centered. The real American people, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. We're talking about the next generation. Your next generation can't do nothing unless this generation do something. What is this generation going to do for the next generation? What is this generation going to put in place for the next generation? Absolutely nothing, because they believe they are right. They believe they going to make it to the end. That's what they believe. They believe they're going to make it to the end. It's the most self-centered society I ever seen. Yes, the most self-centered society I ever seen. And know what he said? He said the N-word, y'all. But we ain't worrying about him. We ain't worrying about people like that. We ain't worrying about it. Nope. We ain't worrying about it. Where's your government at? Your government wrote this legislation. Your government put this in place. Where are the police cars? Where are the sheriff's cars? Where are the county cars? Where is your government? Where is your legislator? Every legislator that voted for the law and put the law into place should be at this light right now. Every legislator, every sheriff, every county, the chief of police, the mayor, his assistants, all of them should be here. They all should be at this light. They all should be supporting and grandstanding their own thing. Where is the news at? Where's the news? So what we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7 cars at this light. It's a red light, y'all. It's definitely a red light. We got a product under the Home Food Freedom Act. We got people in America saying they want jobs. We got people in America crying about unemployment. They got an opportunity right now to do something about it. We got 2 cars left at the light. Which one of them is going to do something about America needing jobs? Which one? There should be so many cars putting up to this light to support American-made products. Isn't that why Donald Trump put the tariffs on? Isn't that why Donald Trump put the tariffs? Donald Trump put the tariffs on so that we can have American-made products sold here in America. And how many products do you see being sold that's American-made? American-made product right there, y'all. It's American-made. It is American-made. 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 How many American people made a purchase today? Maybe they're not American. I don't know. I didn't ask them. Maybe they're not American. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm on the wrong street in America. Maybe it's not Americans here. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe after time, I'll start investigating to see whether or not it's American people. If it's American people. Product right here, y'all. Label like it's supposed to be labeled. Nice and cold, ready to go. In compliance with the law. In compliance with the law. Another light. Another red light, y'all. It's red. We got a product. Let's see how many sales we gonna get at the red light. Whoever makes the sale here, they should go viral. We should put that, whoever makes a sale, before I turn this light over, we should make them go viral. They should go viral because how many cars done pass? Let me tell y'all, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 cars, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 cars, y'all. We got 14 cars at this light. 14 cars at a red light. $2 product, $2 drink, 14 cars. We got city tax, county tax, state tax, federal tax. How many people gonna support their own community? The real America, right here. You get to see it live on YouTube. The real America. If you really, really, really want to know about America, That's why we have these live channels to show you live, in effect, people live. Yep, people live in order to serve themselves. They don't want to serve themselves. You hear this? Did you see his mouthing? I know what he said. Another one of them N-words. I know what he said. Right here, right now. Right here, right now. We doing it, y'all. We doing it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take some of these, I'm gonna stick them up on top, y'all. I had them up on top earlier. I'm gonna stick a couple of these up on top, right? So that they know. Maybe they don't know, right? We right here, y'all. Lights turning red again. Now we got the product sitting up there. Product sitting up there. Let's see. How many people, right? We got two lights. It's like an empty light. It's not really a light to get really an idea. But this is market research. You want to know about the real American people. You want to know, the legislators want to know if their law is working. If their law is working. Why don't we give, this is my suggestion to the legislators. People selling safe products. Why don't we give these big corporations small tax break if they put these products inside their store? Why don't we do that? Why don't we make part of the legislation that government must purchase, if available, from someone acting under the Home Food Freedom Act? Why don't we put that as part of the law? So right now, we got 3 cars at the light. 3. Red light. It's gonna turn here in a second, but it's a red light. We got the product showing. City tax, county tax, state tax, federal tax. How many people are going to make a purchase? How many people are going to make a purchase? How many people are going to make a purchase? The real America. Live in effect, y'all. The real America. The real America, live and in effect. We have people, and I'm talking to the legislators now. I'm talking to Donald Trump, and I'm talking to the legislators. We got people willing to make America great again, and they ain't the people you thought they were. They ain't the people you thought they were. Get to a red light, can't spend $2 on the water. They ain't the people that's gonna make America great again. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't going to happen. If you want to sell American-made products, then you need to support, and I'm talking about the government. You got purchasing departments. When we register with the health safety department and forestry, when we registered with them, we should automatically be sent to the purchasing department with what our product is. They should call us, contact us by email, and they should ask us to send a sample of our product, and the government should be purchasing American-made. The government should be doing that. The government should be doing it. Support your own legislation. Where's the sheriffs at? Where's the state police? Where's the city police? Where they at? Where is your government? You made the law that allows me to sell a product. You ain't even supporting your own legislation. Where is it at? Where the news people? Where that? The real America, y'all. Y'all want to see the real America? Support your own laws. How many people are going to support their own laws? Here we go. We here today. We out here. We testing it. We gonna see how many of the American people gonna support their own legislation, their own law. Y'all crying about jobs. We got a red light again, y'all. Red light. Drink. $2. $2 for a drink. How many people gonna support their own legislation? Got 4 cars. This white one here makes 5 cars. How many people are going to support their own legislation? The real America. If you want to know what the real America is, we are here to see. I'm going to test it. I'm going to do the market research. I'm going to do it. We at a red light. You got all the opportunity in the world to make a $2 purchase. Matter of fact, you could say, do you take credit cards? Just in hope that I don't take credit cards and say you don't have no cash. Do the American people support local American business? Is Donald Trump and the legislators, are they wasting their time? You're live on YouTube. You live. What you really would do when ain't nobody, what's the name of that show? What's the name of that show? When they test people to see what they really would do? What they really would do? We know what people really would do. We watching it live. Live, y'all. It's live. No actor, no actresses, no nothing. This is live. This is the real thing. All right, guys, light red again. Light is red again. Right? You know what people gonna do, or not do. One of the two. What are they gonna do? Y'all get to see live and in person. Live and in person. America, the real America, y'all. Y'all get to see the real America, not the fake, real thing. Real thing. We got 3 vehicles at this light. 3 vehicles. Contractors always need water. Unless they got a cooler on them. Unless they got a cooler on the truck, they always need water. They ain't gonna make a purchase. The real America. The real America. We're doing market research. Support your own laws. They put a law in effect to help America grow. Here it is. What we doing? What are we doing, America? What are we doing? What are we doing? I know what we're doing. Here we go again, y'all. Here we go again. We at a red light. We got a young lady. She's got a donut on her car. I don't expect her to make a purchase. So we got 2 cars. Right here, right now. Right here, right now. What are we doing? What in the world are we doing? City tax, county tax, state tax, federal tax. What are we doing? You think we're gonna get a sale before this live ends? How many people in the comments tell me if you believe we're gonna get a sale before this live ends? If we get a sale before the live ends, whoever makes this sale, they should go viral. They should go viral. I've been on this thing over an hour. That person should go viral. That person should go viral. Should go viral. If you want to know about America, we right here, right now, live in America. Live in America. We talk about we want jobs. We cry about the jobs report, unemployment. We cry about all these things, and we don't want to do nothing to help ourselves. We want somebody else to do it. In order to do that, all you have to do is spend $2. Spend $2 to get somebody else to do what we ain't willing to do. $2. But that ain't gonna happen. Not today. Not today. If it happens, we need to send that person viral. Everybody in America would need to know who this person is that's going to make this purchase for $2. Right now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Car coming in, 8, 9, 10 cars at this light. At a red light, y'all. At a red light. Who's going to make the sale? Who's going to be the person we're going to send viral on the internet? Who's a good, wholesome person that we're going to send viral? $2 right in front of you. $2 right in front of you. So what is it about, y'all? What is it about? What is it about? Why cold floors? Cold floors. This is a legal thing. I ain't got time to get into that. That's a legal thing. If you're going to get into selling food products, make sure you look into federal regulations. Federal regulations. That's the only suggestion I got for you. If you're going to get into selling food products, make sure you look at the federal regulations, because there are certain things that are in commerce no matter what. You could be selling locally in your city, in your county, you could be selling at a food market. There are certain things, if you sell it locally, it's automatically in commerce. That means it's automatically under the federal administration, or it's under the federal legislation, the right laws. All right? One thing I would say, if I had a business and I saw someone at a light videotaping, I would definitely wave. I would definitely, even if I didn't make a purchase, I would definitely wave. Everybody gets to see you. Everybody gets to see your company. Everybody. You never know who's watching live on the internet. You never know. How many sales at the red light? America helping themselves. How many? How many do you think you're going to get? Right now, 2 vehicles at the red light. See all you Americans, y'all? See all you Americans. I want you to see your Americans. All of you Americans. I want you to see it. See it for yourself. The real America. Support your own laws. I'm going to say it again. Support your own laws. Sitting there pooping and crying all on the internet, voting, doing all this nonsense, and putting up flags and corrugated fly signs in your yard, supporting this party, supporting that party, and you won't support yourself. Can't make America great again without action from you. You can't make America great again. One person can't make America great again. They put the laws and legislations in place in order to help you make America great again. You wore the hats, you had the t-shirts, huh? Some of y'all cried for Obama. Some of y'all cried for Joe Biden. I don't care who you support. The bottom line is this. If you don't support you, who else gonna support you? Or for $2, city tax, county tax, state tax, federal tax. Support yourself. The money and you cry, this road right here needs to be painted. Wonder why you got potholes. Because you want to send all your money overseas. Huh? Ain't the president trying to make it where you purchase products right here? Ain't that what the purpose of the high tariffs is for anyway? Just a suggested idea. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cars at a red light. How many sales did you see? How many sales did you see at the red light? How many sales did you see? How many sales did you see? Huh? Y'all should watch this channel just to see people do the N-word. They mouth the N-word through the window. Y'all should watch. Y'all want to see the real America, you should watch this channel just for that. This is market research. We gonna see the real America, and if the real America supports their own laws. It is right now. You get to see live, no acting, live. This is a live version of a show y'all see on TV. The live version, right here, when ain't nobody looking. What would, you know what that show is, when nobody looking. Here we go. People look the opposite way. Huh? People look the opposite way. People interested. Some people think saying hi is going to make them have to make a purchase. No, it ain't. We say hi because that's how we were raised. We speak and hold doors for people because that's how we were raised. That's why we do that. Don't support. You don't support city, county, state, federal taxes. You don't support America. No Make America Great Again if you don't support products made in America. What they put the legislation for? What they put the legislation for? Everybody wants somebody else to do something so they can keep on doing what they're doing. Sometimes it's just nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. They ride flags in the air, act the fool, put bumper stickers, and do all this. And do all this, and this is the result. Alright? Y'all want to know? I'm right here. I am right here. Y'all want to know the real America? We're going to see. We're going to market research. We're doing market research. You just want the money in your bank account. You just want it to show up. Y'all don't want to do nothing. Y'all cry about job reports. Y'all cry about unemployment. I mean, the tears just go on and on and on. And you got an opportunity to do something right here, right now. What we gonna do? We had a red light again, y'all. We had a red light. Opportunity. They put laws in effect to help Americans make great decisions. Make great decisions. We got a man in office that's put tariffs on to make it easy for people to buy U.S.-made products. They put legislation in place to make it easier for people to sell U.S.-made products. How many purchases at a red light of USA products will we get? This is real live research, market research. We get to see live in effect. Right now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars at a red light. 6 cars. How many purchases do you think we're gonna get? How many? Red light right now. Look at that. How many do you think we're gonna get? Live in camera action. It's $2. All it is $2. $2. $2. $2. We get to test the American people live. We're live, people. We got laws that they just put in place to help sell American-made products. You cannot complain about jobs. You cannot complain about unemployment when you have an opportunity to create jobs yourself. When a new business appears in front of your face that is made in America, you have your chance to do something about it. Your legislators put a law in effect, the Home Food Freedom Act, that allows you to produce food without getting a license from the health department. You have your opportunity right here, right now. Right now. You got your opportunity. What you gonna do? What are you gonna do with your opportunity? You can't complain about jobs. You can't complain about unemployment. You can't complain that your government ain't putting legislations in place for you to help yourself. The problem here is most people don't want to help themselves. Most people don't care about other people. Most people don't care about people in society. But when the blank hits the fan and it hits the fan, it's going to hit the fan. You can't say that you didn't have an opportunity here today. If you on the street, you didn't have an opportunity to help the American people and yourself. Right here, right now, American-made product. Right here, at this light, American-made product. They put legislation in place to help the American people help themselves. Will the American people help themselves? The real American. Do they support their own laws? Do they? This light tells it all. We got Democrats, Republicans, and Independents at this light. Right now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars at this light. 6 at a red light, y'all. Red light. Opportunity to support themselves. Opportunity to create jobs. Right here, right now. What would it take for the American people to do for themselves? They'd rather mouth words. That's what they'd rather do. They'd rather mouth words, trying to offend someone. They'd rather mouth words. Funny thing, they really feel bad when they get more information. They really do. Those people that mouth them words, when they really find out, they really find out. They really feel bad at that point. Right here, right now. What do I think about this? I think it's amazing. I think America is nowhere near it where it was in the 90s. America is nowhere where it was in the 90s. I'm gonna say that again. America is nowhere near where it was in the 90s. I started out in business hustling on the street in the 90s. Did way better than I'm doing right now. I started out in the 90s hustling products in the street in the 90s. Without this technology, without this social media And it was a way better. Way better. In the 90s, somebody saw me hustling. They offered me $70K loan, cash, to open up my own spot in the 90s. They saw me hustling. Saw me doing my thing. The only reason why I didn't take that loan is because I decided to go back to school to get my education first. And I'm glad I did, because society is nowhere where it used to be. We at a red light again, y'all. Y'all see the red light? Got a product here, drink. We got 2 cars at the red light. The real America. Will they support themselves? Will they support their own laws in America? Where are we in 2025? We are a long ways away from 1990. We're a long way. We are a long way. We talk all this smack. We do all this crying. We talk about how great one party is than the other party. Well, put your party shirts on and drive to the light. Let me see you. Put your party shirts on and drive to the light. You're a Democrat, put on a Democrat shirt. You're an independent, put on an independent shirt. You are a Republican, put on a Republican shirt and show up to the light. Here we go, guys. We got a light again. Red light. Got a product. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got a 7th car coming up at a red light, guys. It's right here in person, live. If you want to know what the American people will do and will not do, this is live. This is live. The American people, they can't cry about unemployment. They can't cry about jobs because they don't want to do anything about any of those things. They want somebody else to do it. Somebody else is supposed to make the purchase from you, not them. Somebody else. Oh. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it, man. Let me get you on here because you're the only one that lasts 2 hours. All right, thanks, man. All right, people, we got one person in the last 2 hours. One person in America in the last 2 hours made a purchase. One person in the last 2 hours. This is where we at in America. Somebody else has got to do it, not you. Somebody else has got to do it. That person need to go live. Y'all need to put that person viral. One person in the last 2 hours. Go back just a minute or 2 ago. One person, about 2 hours, supported themselves. Themselves. They just paid city, county, state, and federal tax. Yes, they did. They did it. One person decided they want to support these roads, want to support their community, want to support themselves. One person in the last 2 hours. This is amazing. We at a red light again, folks, at a red light. At a red light. We got, what we got? 4 cars, 5 cars just pulling off from a red light. We got it here, people. Right here. Live, direct, and in person. Go back 3 or 4 minutes now. We had a guy make a purchase. That guy needs to go viral. We got one person in America. One. Not 2, not 3, not 4. We got one person in America in the last 2 hours to make a purchase for themselves. Indirect. We got a red light, guys. Red light. We got 2 cars at the red light. 2 cars. Live and indirect. The real America. What would American people do? We got a product. right here for $2. But people got ads for themselves, right? Want you to support their business, but won't support you. It's live. This ain't fake. It's the real thing. This is the real thing. This is the real America. This is the real America. Right here, we will know. Right here. We will know the truth. We're doing market research where Americans support themselves. The legislator has done their job. Put a law out there to make it easy for American people. Yep. Right here, American people, live, red light again. We got 3 cars at the red light. How many people are going to make purchase, going to support themselves? How many? We're live and direct. We are live, folks. At a red light. We is live. How many people? Got another car pulling up at a red light. It's real simple, folks. Real simple. It's not a hard one. It's not a hard one. $2. Not a hard one. City tax, county tax, state tax, federal tax. Support yourself. Do for you. Talking about you want jobs. Talking about you want jobs. Complaining about the unemployment numbers. Huh? News reports, news stories. Too busy doing the same thing other investment companies doing. Huh? Where they at? They out here promoting small businesses, out here generating the possibility of having a company employ people. Is that happening here? We here again, y'all. We at a red light. Y'all see this? At a red light. Opportunity. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's about 10 cars at this red light, y'all. About 10 cars at the red light. How many people are going to support themselves? Going to go ahead and get them an item at the red light. Y'all see this? We at the red light. I'm right here. I'm right here. Yes, indeed. I'm right here. I'm live and in person. So we got about 12 cars at this light right now. 12 cars. 12 opportunities. 12 opportunities. What's going to happen with these opportunities? The government put law in place. The real America, in effect. The government did its job. Right here. Wave to the American people. Wave to the American people. That's a smart guy right there. He waved. All right, folks, we're still out the light. We're still here, looking to see the American people. Yes, we is. Red light again, y'all. Red light. What we got? We got a product at the red light. What we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars. We got 8 cars at the red light. How many of them gonna make a purchase? How many people gonna support themselves at the red light? It's easy. You wanna be famous? Be famous. Everybody wants to say 15 minutes. I'm giving it to you today. 15 minutes. American people, what they gonna do? They're gonna support their own laws, their own regulations. They're gonna stop crying about how they want employment. They want jobs in America. Huh? They're gonna support American-made products, American businesses, people who pay taxes here in America. Or we still gonna be uploading and shipping things from overseas that we don't have to ship from overseas? There's some things that we need. But there's some things, we got enough creative people in America, there's some things we can purchase right here in America. There's some things that can be made here in America. Right here. But are we gonna do that? Yep. One person said they would purchase water. Right? You got to be here where I'm at, or I got to be where you at. This law is not available in every state. All right? It's not available in every state. Look up the laws in your state. We at a red light again. We got a product. America. How many people are going to support America? Real. This is a real thing right here. Ain't no lie. It's the real thing. Real data research. How many people are going to make a purchase for a product that supports them? I want y'all to remember this. City tax, county tax, state tax, federal tax. This road right here, it needs to be painted. You cry about the potholes. Cry about the trash on the roadway. When you got a chance to support and generate more revenue for your governmental activities, what do you do at the red light? Made in America. Yep, made in America. Huh? Y'all seen the Made in America hats, t-shirts, signs, flags? Y'all seen all that? Yep. Here we go. Let's get everybody on camera. Here we go. Here we go. Everybody that was at my light. Here we go. Here we go. Everybody that was at my light. Everybody that was at my light right here, y'all. Let's show America. The real America right here. The real America. Some people want to be famous for not making a purchase. Let's make them famous. You know we got them type of people all the time, folks. All the time we got those type of people. We can't do nothing about that. We can't do nothing about that. Anyway, just to show y'all, I'm putting those back in there so they stay cold. The sales are abysmal, abysmal. Yes, they is. Sales are abysmal. Here we go again. We at a red light. We got a product made in America. Matter of fact, we got a product made in their state. Right? Their state. How many people is going to make a purchase? How many people going to make a purchase? If you want to know live market research, you was thinking about doing a business and you want to know what the American people were going to do, I got live research right here. If you was ever thought about opening up a business, I'm at a red light. New law in effect that allows you to sell homemade products, food products, beverages out in public without going through certain government regulations. Ain't that something in America? Ain't that something in America? That's right. Get them live, y'all. Get them live. You was at my light. You was at my light. All right? Y'all see him? Let's make him famous. It was at my light. Didn't want to get a drink at my light. Buying a drink from me helps you. You cannot cry about. You cannot speak about to me. I don't want to hear it. I have seen enough crying, moaning and groaning online about what the government hasn't done, and the fact of the matter is you, the government, and what you have not done is support businesses locally. You don't do it. This is live. This is the real thing. If you want to know the real America and the results, market research is right here. I got a product made in America. How many people in America at a red light going to make a purchase? How many people? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 vehicles at a red light. 9. Now, ain't no way in the world this guy in this red car can't afford a $2 drink. Not going to buy a drink, though. Not going to buy a drink. Not going to buy a drink. City tax, county tax, state tax, federal taxes. You support jobs. You cannot complain about the jobs number, unemployment, when your legislators are putting laws in place in order to build businesses locally so that they can get you the tax revenue you need. It helps you get jobs. It helps employ people in your community. If you're too selfish and you don't want to do it, then it is what it is. It is what it is. But this is live research. Live in person. Right here. I've been on this live an hour and 40 minutes. One person. In an hour and 40 minutes. Do you know how many red lights have passed in this hour and 40 minutes? Live in person. We had a red light again. We had a red light again. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 vehicles at a red light. Here we go again. Not even my people. Not even. Only one. That was my people that deployed. Only one. Not even my people. They won't even look at the sign. Not even my people. Not even my people. If you want to know the real America, we doing market research right here live. Right here live. You want to know. If you want to start a product, sell a product, how difficult it is. Now, I want y'all to remember impressions. They sell you impressions online. Facebook ads, Google ads. They sell you impressions. You're getting live research. This is impressions. I should have over 600 impressions at this light in about 4 hours. Over 600. How many impressions would you need? So I've been here 4 hours already. I got 600 impressions and sold one item. One item, y'all. 600 impressions. Live market research. This is what most people don't want to do. Most people don't have the belly. Most people don't do it. They want to wish, they want to think, they want to hope that the information on the internet is correct. I'm live in person at the light, testing the market. I'm live. Right here, red light again. Got a product right there. $2. We got the people at the red light. Right now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cars at a red light. 9. You got cold drink at a red light for $2. Market research. 9 people at a red light. How many people out of 9 people, now 10 cars pulled up, how many of them is going to make a purchase for themselves? You cannot complain about jobs report, unemployment, if you're not going to support local business. You can't complain about jobs, not getting a job, because when you had the opportunity to create one, you drove on by. The American people, do they support their own laws, their own regulations? Do they? Or are they just talking, or are they just voting based on other things? Huh? What are they voting on? What are they really voting on? Huh? What they really voting on? Huh? Right here, right now. Everybody, and they had the opportunity, pass it on by. Nobody wants to hear the truth. The truth is live in person. The truth is live and in person.